Hey, this is Rain. I know a lot of people recently have been asking us how they can play Deus Ex co-op themselves, and today I hope to show you exactly how to do that. First things first, Deus Ex co-op is not exactly a mod yet. All we're doing right now is simply renaming a couple of maps. It's nothing more than the default ones. So, for this tutorial, you need to open up your Deus Ex directory. Go into your maps folder, and you'll see a list of all these maps here, which, for some reason, map number 7 and 13 are missing. Anyways, these are the names of all the levels in Deus Ex. For instance, the bar in Hell's Kitchen is going to be level 2, and then NYC bar. So if you want to play that cooperatively, all you gotta do, make a copy of it, and then put DXMP underscore right before everything in the name. And I already have that, of course, so don't need it. And you have to do this for every map that you want to play cooperatively. I don't know why, but if you try to load up the original maps themselves, you'll get a file mismatch error. It makes no sense. But it is a workaround at the very least. Anyway, so yeah, make a copy of each map that you want to play and rename it to have DXMP underscore in the name. Simple, although tedious. Next step, you should go into System, open up DSX.ini. If you've got Notepad++, that will work great. That's what I'm using. Okay, and scroll down to this big maps list. And on the first blank line, you need to put the name of the map that, or the maps that you just copied over. So DXMP 02, 02 NYC bar, and that's it. And for instance, if you want to use a mod on your server, for instance, I like to use Clism's mod by a modeler named Cataclysm, and it came with a file called clismsmod.u. So in deusx.ini, I'd find the first edit packages line that's free, or simply make one, and then add clismsmod to that first line. And then scroll up a bit and find server packages. Do the same thing. Create a new line of server packages and put clismsmod. Putting something as a server package ensures that if people connect to your server and they do not have these mods, they will be downloaded for them. And in this DSX.ini, you can also set things like the name of your server, your game password, etc. But that's not really important right now. Next thing, you should scroll down and open up user.ini. And you'll need to go to the very bottom, and you'll see a long list of keys that you can assign commands. Keys to which you can assign commands. For instance, I have the O key assigned to Open Sesame. I highly recommend putting that in there because it opens any door that you have your cursor over. I also recommend putting admin login and then your password. I've got that as insert. So when I press insert, I'll automatically log in as an administrator on my server. As for home, I have it set to set human b cheats enabled true, which turns on cheats for your server. And of course, page up, I've got a ghost, page down, walk. Again, these are very common commands that you're going to need for the buggy co-op, but I'll explain that later. As for the admin login thing, I forgot to show you how to set a password. So it's actually back in deusx.ini. And let's see. What? Oh yeah, no wonder. There's no password F. Okay, it's under engine.gameinfo. And you'll find a line called admin password here. And you'll simply type in whatever you want your password to be. And then when you type in admin login and then the space, put in your password. And it will log you in. Anyways, enough of this crap. Let's start up the game. And I'll show you how to start your server. The setup is the real tedious part. Starting the server itself is actually really simple. Anyway, it's really simple. Just go to multiplayer, internet game, of course, and host game down here. Most of this is completely up to you. Just non-dedicated. Make sure that's on, unless you know how to deal with a dedicated server. The rest of this stuff is up to you. The only thing you need to worry about right now is the map. The default maps, you'll notice, have these numbers in parentheses, which refer to the number of recommended players. We want to switch to the map that we just chose, which is DXMP02 NYC bar. So just start game. And there we go. No weapon allowed. Oh yeah. When you first enter, you'll have to do a couple of things. So I press insert to log in as administrator. Remember. Then I press home to turn on cheats for the server. Then I can do things like this. Okay, and that is Clism's mod. Alright, this is one of the things I wanted to show you.
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area.
Shut
you
up,
can either avoid
Alex!
its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Are you telling me I have small arms? Anyway, this is one of the things I wanted to show you. The enemies don't attack you. They just shake their guns.
Acquired.
Oh, crap. Anyway, that's one of the problems. You can't get enemies to attack you. One of the other major problems is the fact that when you reach the end of the level and the game tries to load the next one, your client will crash and all of the people connected to your server, well, let's just say it doesn't load up the next map correctly. So, when it's time to load up the next level, we have to open it up manually, and that command is open and then DXMP underscore followed by the name of the map. For instance, this is training combat. We'd want to load up training final, so that's DXMP underscore 00 underscore training final. What the hell just happened there? Anyway, loads up the next map, and that blue haze lets you know that it is multiplayer. Another thing is you can't seem to, well, you're not spawned with a nano keyring, so you can't pick up keys. And that's why you have to use cheats and you have to use the open sesame command to get around certain doors.
If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Anyway, so when you reach a locked door or a locked control panel or keypad or anything like that, you can can simply use the command that I bound earlier. I've got the command open sesame bound to the O key, so when I press it, unlocks. I guess that's about it. That's everything I have to say about Deus Ex Co-op. Well, hope some of you people out there can understand my rambling and hopefully join us in co-op. Well, take care.